Hi, this is Chino with Electro Freeze Southeast. Today we are making a reassembly video on an Electro Freeze 876 slushy machine. We are going to start with the door bushing. So we're going to apply lubrication on the door bushing. I'm going to leave that aside because it actually goes directly on the door. We're going to start by putting the door pieces back together. So this is our outlet valve. There is a gasket that needs to be lubricated on the outlet valve. Once you pop that back in, you can put it into the bottom of the door. I'm going to turn this over. This is our bleed plug. So we're going to lubricate the little gaskets that go onto it. And we are going to put those back on. They're not always the easiest to put back on, but at the same time, you know, you want them off because these little grooves collect bacteria. So we're going to put that bleeder back on. So this is our piston. This is our piston rod, so we'll want to make sure that the gaskets, the black gaskets on it, is lubricated as well. We're going to put the first one on. And this one goes all the way to the back. This is a very important step. This is our spring pull valve. We want to lubricate the black gasket that goes on it as well. And put it back on. Alright, so you would want to make sure this goes all the way to the top with the thick side facing the top of the piston rod, and it goes straight in. Then we're going to lubricate and slide in the last gasket, which actually holds the spring pull valve on so it does not come off, right? And this is ready to go into the machine. Turn to the back. We're going to place the spring in. Then we're going to place the long part of that through the door and then push that in like that. So toward the front again, we're going to put the nut back on. And we would want to screw the knob back on afterwards, and then your door should be completed. So as you can see, when you pull it, offers resistance to snap it back on. All right, so we're going to put that aside, and we are going to go into the beater. So this is the beater seal. You'll want to make sure that the beater seal has lubrication around it. And then we're going to slide that back on. And then we're going to put the blades on. So you'll notice that there's grooves on this beater. What we want to do is slide this end into this and then groove it around to where it acts like a spring. Then we're going to take the beater with the sharp side facing out. There's a groove right there, and we're going to put that back into that notch for that spring to hold it together. So we're going to do this on the other side as well. So it's going to go through the hole and out to the notch. Alright, and then we are going to put the spring, the blade on, and it snaps right onto the spring. And that will be your beater completed. Oh, one thing of note is I forgot about this. So we'll want to do a little bit of lube around here, and that will hold our beater together. All right, well, let's put it back on our machine. All right, folks, so we are gonna put our drip tray back on. All right, so we're gonna first put our beater assembly back in. You wanna fold the blades, both hands. You really don't want that rear shaft to fall into the cylinder. So when you have the blade beater in, the beater assembly in, you'll want to turn it and make sure it pushes and locks in there. So we're gonna put our quad seal back on. This stops the main product door from leaking. And then we would want to put our door assembly on. You'll see everything goes in pretty. And then we're gonna screw them in. Be careful not to tighten the first screw you put in. You want to do it diagonally. They're not tightened yet. And then you want to tighten all. And our hopper cover. So what you would do now is to start up your machine is you would run sanitizer through it. Let it run for about a minute or 2 minutes depending on what sanitizer you're using. Then you want to withdraw all the sanitizer out. Do not run another rinse cycle because then you're just going to recontaminate the machine. So what you would want to do is pour in your mix while at the same time having your bleed valve open, so that, not your bleed valve, I'm sorry, your piston open, and that way all the remaining sanitizer inside the cylinder comes out as the mix pushes it all out. And as you're filling, you want to have your bleed valve out so that the mix can fill through the whole entire cylinder before you turn the machine on. And then hit freeze, and in 20-30 minutes you'll have a barrel full of great product to serve to your customers.